everyone, and welcome to the brand new episode of Dream Home Season 7, powered by Johnson Tiles, co-sponsored by ACC Cements, Prayag and HPL Wise. Before moving on to the competition, let me welcome our wonderful panel of judges. We have Ms. Sudha, leading architect and interior designer. And we also have Mr. Jibu John, a leading architect. And today we present before you Elavunkal house from Kannur. So judges, all ready to see the house? Yeah. So let's take a look.
What's up, family? My name is Danish Karthik and welcome to a brand new episode of Dream Home Season 7. I'm at Elavunkal house in Kannur district. This is a massive 4,000 square foot house. I'm at the front entrance of the house. As you can see, there's lots of LED lights, lots of wood. Here we have some dark granite on the steps and obviously wood doors with some glass. Now let's go inside and check it out. Now, as soon as you walk in, we have a formal living room right here. We have a staircase that goes straight up to the first floor, which has a bedroom. And over here, we have an office space. Behind me, we have a beautiful family living room with a Kerala-style nadumuttam. To my right over here, we have a dining area, and behind that is the kitchen. Now, as soon as you walk in, this is the formal living area. As you can see, there's a little glass box right here. To my left, there's this beautiful arched wooden framework. And obviously, there's lots of wood. The door is wood, the windows are wood, and we have some comfy leather sofas. Above me is a false ceiling with some LED lights. As you can see, this small section of this very, very large room is the family living area. It's got white tiles, stone cladding over here, a big screen TV, very, very comfy sofa. I sat on it already. As you can see, the walls, the design is almost made perfectly for the pictures and artifacts that are hung up there. As you can see, the walls over here are designed in such a way that the artifacts and the paintings that are hung up really stand out. So that's really exciting and lovely to see. Probably my most favorite part of this entire house is right here, the nadumuttam with this open ceiling and a pergola design right above. As you can see, even the pebbles over here match the decor, everything very well. It's white and black, and there's lots of white and black in this room. As the tiles and there seems to be a lot of white going around, you can see that it reflects the light very well. It's very well lit. There's chandeliers over here. There's about 3 of them that I can see, and lots of LED lighting. As you can see, there's lots of white tiles over here and white paint all around. Lots of lighting, which also supports the ambience of the room. Now this is the dining area. As you can see, there's a wooden separation over here. There's lots of white, lots of colors. Over here there's a tealish wall, more teal over here. There's another wooden separation to my right, a very large window, a false ceiling above me with lots of LED lighting, and that's pretty much the dining area. This wooden separation gives us a little bit of privacy. This is artificial granite, the table. Wooden chairs. It goes in very, very well with the color scheme over here. There's white tiles below. A wooden crockery shelf over here, wooden chairs, and everything just matches very, very lovely. The kitchen to my right is very easily accessible as there is no partition. Now let's check out the kitchen. Now this is the kitchen. I feel like I get very excited over kitchens. Maybe in my next life I'll be a chef. But anyways, getting on to the kitchen. We have lots of wood over here. As you can see, there's an interesting white and brown combination going on over here with some black granite covertops. And over here behind me is the work area. Above me you can see that there's a false ceiling made with a gypsum board. It's very, very spacious. As you can tell, I can just walk all around here and probably get lost. Now, for the master of this house, you got the master bedroom. Over here we have a textured wallpaper, which is very, very interesting in design. It's a slight grayish in color, which matches the woodwork. As you can see, there's lots of woodwork. There's a wood headboard right here. The large windows over here are great for allowing lots of ample light. As you can see, there's some kind of fixtures above me and an attached bathroom. As you can tell, this is the kids' room. We've got Superman sheets. We've got a bunk bed right here. It's lots of green. We've got some tile flooring over here. A basketball lamp. It's so cool. It's so like lively and just, it feels like definitely kids live here. We've got green and colors of red and yellow. And behind me, if you want to go to the bathroom, you got to come into the playhouse first.
ഈ വീടിൻ്റെ ഓണർ ജയ്സൺ ഡോക്ടറായിരുന്നു. സ്ക്വയർ ഫീറ്റ് ഒരു വിഷയം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. അവർക്ക് നല്ല നടുമുറ്റുള്ള ഒരു വീടായിരുന്നു അവർ ആവശ്യപ്പെട്ടിരുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ അവരെ ഈ ഒരു റൂംസൊക്കെ വളരെ നല്ല സ്പേസസ് ആയിരിക്കണമെന്ന്, ഈവൻ കിഡ്സ് റൂം പോലും വളരെ സ്പേസസ് ആയിരിക്കണമെന്നാണ് അവർ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നത്.
Both of the judges would be having 100 marks each, wherein this 100 marks is again subdivided into 10 different aspects, which includes exteriors, interiors, decor and lighting, landscaping, kitchen, bathroom, flooring, wardrobe, painting and value for money. I personally believe the home was quite good, but it doesn't matter. We'll see what the judges have to say about it. What about the exteriors, Ms. Sudha?
A lot of designing has been tried out in the sense that it's tried to take on what I might classify as a colonial kind of house, with a lot of detailing in the cornices and beadings, a few curved lines where the corners join, there are curved corners. A lot of things has been tried out, and I felt that the teak and the white don't really match so much. The teak wood, you see I don't know whether to call it an overdose, but you find that the entire veranda is a heavy dose of teak wood, ornate carved teak wood entry. It almost feels like the entrance to a church, or it's so exquisitely done. But whether the whole thing gels with the rest of the building, I'm still doubtful. I'd go for a 5.3 for this house.
5.3 out of 10, Mr. Jibbo.
I feel the house, the elevation or the exterior of the house has been, maybe the client wants such an elevation, because that is actually a mix of colonial elements like the pillars, the capitals, the grooves and the cornices. Everything is basically colonial elements, but about the suitability of such a style in our climate is again debatable. So I think the building has given what the owner wants. It's a white pillared elevation, if that is what they were looking for. So I think overall, I would consider it as a elevation which is meeting the requirement of the owner. So I will give it 5.5 out of 10.
5.5 out of 10. The interiors.
As you step in from the veranda has this Manichitrata, it has the brass lock, the ornate woodwork, the teak woodwork. And as you go in, actually you are being taken into a similar feel. That is, you still find teak wood, find a lot of work on the teak wood, but not as heavy as what you saw. It's like totally toned down, probably the use of veneers on that side of the drawing room. And it further leads into the courtyard space, which I think is a good breather. It's a sort of a space that lets you be. It doesn't impose a lot of things on you. Altogether, there's a sort of, they try to bring in a lot of things. If it was just this white and wood, maybe it would have been okay, but on one side you tend to find a little bit of a color, which is meant to highlight certain portion of the wall alone. I didn't think it gelled very well with the whole entire effect. So altogether, the traditional paneling, the colonial kind of styling, altogether is a mix and match. I'd go for a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10, Mr. Jibbo.
For me, the interiors, actually I have two opinions. The ground floor basically has got a lot of light coming in, the courtyard is there, so that part of the interior looks good. But then again, the court with the pebbles and the depth, I think it could have been treated better. Maybe some greenery on the court would have added much life into it. Then again, actually the drawing room and the dining room, basically they've gone for the drawing room, they've gone for black sofas, I think, that if that is a drawing room. Dining room, the table looks quite sleek and elegant. And when you come to the other part of the house, like the upper floors, the bedrooms and overall toilet treatments are, I feel, a bit more better than the ground floor treatment. So I would say I will give 6 out of 10 for the interiors.
6 out of 10 for interiors by Mr. Jibbo. Decor and lighting?
Yeah, continuing from what he said, it felt the two are totally different in the sense that you don't find this ornate woodwork on the top. It tends to become more of a modern kind of a house with all the essential elements put into it. The ceiling is muted, but the lighting tends to make it loud. So then there's a lot of problems here and there I felt. So I'm going for a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10, Mr. Jibbu.
Decor and lighting, if you take, actually I feel the decor by the furniture, if you mean the furniture, the drawing room furniture, I felt it was not suited for the this thing because it was black leather. Then the dining table is quite fine. Like I said, there is actually a difference in each and every element. Certain elements seems to be gelling quite well, but the others doesn't seem to be gelling well. They've used a lot of spotlights and at the same time they've used a lot of hanging lights also. So there is a small mismatch there also. So decor and lighting I would give only 5.
Decor and lighting by Mr. Jibbu, it's 5 out of 10. What about the landscaping?
Oh, landscape I think has been totally missed out. Either it's just coming up or they're just going to do it. I don't know, so we can't comment on it at the moment. So I'm going for a 4.
4 out of 10?
It's the same. I cannot comment on it because I've not seen anything there. So it's still 4.
4 out of 10 again. Kitchen.
Kitchen is, it's sort of, the kitchen works well, it's fine, it's planned out nicely. I'm only worried about the color and the scheme of things. So for me it's a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10 for kitchen.
When you come into the kitchen, I feel more sensible color combination there. Maybe wood and white, which goes well, rather than the greens and the wooden used in the other rooms. So in comparison with that, I am giving the kitchen 6.5 out of 10.
6.5 out of 10. Bathroom?
There is a good planning that has gone into the bathroom. The tiles are also good, subtle designs. I'll go for a 6.5.
6.5 out of 10, Mr. Jibbu.
Bathrooms, as I said earlier, the bathrooms are quite different from the other parts of the house. They've used some glass, some soft colors, everything. So I think bathroom, I'll go for 6.
6 out of 10. Flooring, Mr. Sudha?
Flooring, yes, it's a plain white. There's not too much loudness from the flooring. Mercifully, it's absolutely laid back and quiet kind of flooring. But I don't know if they've used the right kind of material in each of these places, but otherwise it doesn't contribute too much to the loudness of the place. So the flooring, I'll go for a 6.
6 out of 10, Mr. Jibbu.
Flooring, in my opinion, also it's just a sober, soft flooring. So I'll also go for 6.
6 out of 10 again. Wardrobe.
Wardrobe, they've tried to treat the wardrobes a little differently in the sense that the area where the wardrobe is kept has been treated with some wallpaper, certain other elements have also been put into it. So it's sort of, the balance in the bedroom is not there. One side of the bedroom is totally light, while the other side of the bedroom is dark with prints and a darker cabinet inside it. A little sort of off balance I felt. But a lot of detailing has gone into it and thought has been put into it. So let me give it a 6.
6 out of 10.
My marks will be the same, 6, because I feel the wardrobes and the other parts of the bedroom has been designed quite better than the, as I said, the drawing rooms and the front part of the house. So I will still give it a 6.
Again, 6 out of 10 for the wardrobe. How about the painting?
The painting here, like he said in the beginning, is probably what the client wanted. Sometimes if it's not too bad, you tend to allow the client to have his ways. It's after all his house, we have to give it to him. So in that case, if that's the case and the blue, we can allow a pass for that. The rest of the colors are nice. So altogether, let me go for a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10 for paintings by Ms. Sudha, and what about you?
Colors have been quite nicely done, except for that green in the courtyard area, where they mixed it with the stone cladding and then some other color. So that kind of an effort, to what was the need, is something which I cannot understand. But otherwise, the colors which have been used in all the rooms have been quite good. So I'll give it a 6.
6 out of 10. What about the value for money?
I somehow felt the entryway, the wooden paneling would have taken a huge chunk of money. It's not a small thing to do a woodwork like that. So I felt that that money could have been definitely spent more wisely. So I'm going to give it a 5.
5 out of 10 for value for money by Ms. Sudha and Mr. Jibbo.
I would give it 5.5.
So the total marks given by Ms. Sudha is 52.3 and by Mr. Jibbo is 56.5, which makes a total of 108.8. So with this, it's time to say tata, goodbye for now, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, this is Archana Ravi and the entire team of Dream Home Season 7, powered by Johnson Tiles, co-sponsored by ACC Cements, Prayag and HPL Wires. Signing off, tata.